everybody.
Hey guys.
Welcome to another episode of DVD
Extras. I win.
Joined by our good friend Chris. Oh, and
I'm Eric.
And this guy.
Oh wait.
Yeah. So
I feel like everything's just ruined. I should just leave.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
He's fucking like Iron Man 3, motherfucker.
are we gonna go back on this?
Yes, we are. Because
Are
I'm
we-
not.
we-
I wasn't-
He didn't get to go on a spiel
What
about
was
how it's like how Ben Kingsley being silly ruined his Marvel movie.
Because he honestly, because like, during the trailers, they made him look like a dope ass villain. Like
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's
And in
sick.
the first half of the movie, they make him look like a dope ass villain.
And then he's just comes out like, oh, I'm just here.
Yeah, I found that funny.
I thought it was so stupid. I
Why?
was just like,
Why is it stupid?
And then I'm the real Mandarin. I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of here,
Okay, so that
dude.
scene fucking pissed me off.
Why?
Because he was just like all intense, like I'm the Mandarin. Gets
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, because
so
he just
stupid.
got
God.
exploded, so he's male.
It's just
Damn it.
It's just terrible writing,
Dude.
dude.
Why?
Like you could have made the Mandarin so good if you're gonna like do like some like shitty stereotypical like character.
I wonder if
No, what, like,
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
You're
Oh,
just
is it
saying that it
Shang-Chi
makes you
then?
angry,
I think so
but
much of it
like
is,
I don't
but-
see like I like it because
It was so bad that they went away from that whole narrative of
the
Ten
line
Rings
isn't
until, like,
delivered
now.
the best, but the idea of the Mandarin, I think I really like. Wasn't really able to touch on it. It's one of my favorite things about Iron Man 3 is Aldrich Killian's plan. I really love because in the movies you
It
see
was
that
multifaceted.
well, like you see
Yeah.
that like everyone's beginning to love superheroes so much that like they're like they like them like the fans love the movies, which is insane. Like
Yeah.
imagine loving the cops so much that you're just like, whoa, we know all your names and where you live. I want your haircut, and it's just like,
I can't
God,
imagine
that
that.
scene too. Fuck.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
that scene was pretty awkward.
That movie was so bad that they literally just like put that to the side until they finished Endgame and be like, all right, we can do whatever the fuck we want now.
Yeah.
Let's bring the 10 Rings back, but let's actually make it cool.
I wonder if they're gonna
But, like,
talk about that.
They have
that
to.
whole-
no, but so like, but anyway, we're back. I was saying something. No,
That's fine.
No one gives a shit.
I know. But you brought me on to say the opinion that no one cares about, so I'm going to say it, and then we can all laugh in silence, and I can be happy with my silly movie. Like, he goes, and he's just like, I'm going to just make up a villain because I know people will eat it up. Like, he created the Mandarin because it was the easiest lie to tell. He's just
Yeah.
like, hey, look, guys, a supervillain. And everyone's like, oh, supervillain. And everyone like thinks he's so terrible, but they're worshiping him just as much as Tony Stark. And I think that's so ingenious. That's such a, like, knowing how your setting is evolving and going with it.
That's too much thinking for a Marvel movie, though.
Why? Why
it
is
just
it?
is. Like, I think
I like the concepts of like, so I agree with everything you're saying, but the only thing that I didn't like was the execution. So if they made him like kind of like cowardly and like bumbly as they did,
Yeah.
but didn't lean that hard into it, like he's literally has a gun pointed to his face and he fucking passes out. And he's like, did he just pass out? And I'm like, all right, you're fucking like, they just took a joke.
Yeah.
And then they just kept repeating the punchline over and over until
Okay,
it
yeah,
wasn't funny.
Okay, I get that.
And then it was kind of funny, but then it was just like, all right, now it's ruined.
the best joke was by far.
Now my dick doesn't work. Thanks.
Yeah, the best joke by far in that whole movie was the guy's like, honestly, man, everyone here is fucking weird. And just like drops the gun, just walks
Oh,
away.
yeah,
That's by far
that-
the best joke
All right,
for
that was-
sure.
that was kinda funny.
That was that joke made me laugh out loud when I watched it this morning. And then the other one, thank you. The other one actually, I think Tony and the kid in Tennessee, like all their interactions are like, I don't know. I love it. Like, and I love like at the ending when he's just like, you know how I know you're cold because of our connection. I fucking loved it.
If they cut out the entire scene with the kid, like all of that, just took him out of the movie, I think I would have liked the movie 10 times more. That kid was an awful actor. Probably that's what really ruined like the second act for me, because I liked the concept. So it was like power down Tony Stark,
Yeah.
going through all of these problems. I will give him credit though, because he's like, you freaking out again? He's like, yeah. I'm like, aren't you a mechanic? Go build something. And then boom, it restarts him.
Yeah.
I will say if they kept that line in, okay, kind of redeemed the kid. But overall, that little kid is such a fucking bad actor. It was so distracting.
I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, like, I guess that's just where opinion comes in. But, like, actually, like,
You got a sympathy cameo. That's-
Thinking about it, like,
Yeah, right.
except for that one line, I think you're right. Like, he doesn't add anything to the story because like he's there to solve the mystery, right?
also-
to solve that the
Yeah.
guy is the bomb, and then to have the fight scene.
Oh, but also the villains are so.
Why? I thought they were fun.
so-
like,
They have cool effects and like.
So
it's just
one
like-
of my favorite Iron Man storylines was the Extremis storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I was a huge fan of. So I was one of the people that actually read Iron Man comic books.
Okay.
Which, so if you look at any of the actual Avengers,
Yeah.
all of these were shit properties nobody wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're the Avengers. These are all the second tier shit superheroes nobody liked.
Yeah.
So I was like literally the only person that was into Iron Man when I was growing up.
So I also think. Sorry, continue. I totally
No,
was,
you're
I was
talking.
interrupting. I'm sorry. No, go for it.
So anyway, one of my favorite storylines was Extremis, I think, which was a later comic book. And I just love that idea so much. And then I think in the actual comic book, Tony Stark gets it. And then
cool.
he's trying to figure it out. But then this one, they give it to Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
Which I think that was kind of a cool way to move the story forward.
Yeah.
But then it just like completely transformed Pepper's character. And I was like, why are you trying to make Fetch a thing? Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
She's never been like that badass punch you in the fucking face type person. So why just all of a sudden, like I know Extremis like changed her or whatever, but it's like, what the fuck? So she did all the beat the shit out of this dude, and then all of a sudden she was just like, oh, ma. I was like, either lean into it or don't. I don't
Yeah.
know why you went halfway there and then stopped. She's like, no, don't touch me.
I-
And he's like, you're not hot anymore. I'm like, well, I mean,
The
Gwyneth
way
in that outfit was
the
pretty
way
good.
I sort of saw that was like her like
Chris.
like I see where you're coming from. I sort of took that more as like their lives really finally like starting to merge. Like that was like sort of her like her and Tony like sort of becoming one in a weird way.
See, and I would agree with you if she just didn't disappear for the next 4 movies.
True, 100% true.
So
But
that's where I was like,
so here's I think where I think I'm also running into a problem is that you have with the MCU you have multiple narratives, but you also have one big narrative, especially from Phase 1 to Phase 4. Is that
Yeah.
Phase 3, right? So it's
well,
like
Phase 4 was the end of Endgame.
I think that's Phase. Is it
Yeah.
Phase 1, 2? No, I think that's Phase 3. I think it's on 2
Yeah,
phases.
yeah.
Was it 3?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're in
Phase
Phase 4 right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
yeah, that's what it is.
But so yeah, so it's like I think as you evolve, like, you got to take in mind that when this came out, there wasn't a guarantee that Iron Man would still be part of the MCU moving forward because of contract stuff,
Well,
right? And so
yeah.
like I think it's crazy to just like looking at that like looking at that as like a single movie. It's so
Gross.
hard to be like there's so many plot holes that go into this and you can do that. I'm like, but there's also
Yeah.
this other story that like goes up over it.
Well,
And
we have the pleasure of looking at this movie now retroactively after
Yeah.
we watch the literal entire Tony Stark timeline.
that's what I think. That's what sucks about it. I think
So,
honestly,
yeah.
here's my hot take. I think Captain America's arc is the best story arc out of all of them.
Probably
Yeah.
because it was one that was actually planned out from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Where Tony Stark's was like, "Oh, we're gonna make an Iron Man movie."
Yeah.
And people fucking saw it and like, "Oh shit, we need to make a trilogy."
I like Captain America's arc, but where it leaves does sort of like make me like a little like, wait, something doesn't add up. Like, are you telling
Yes.
me that Tony's
Yes.
that fucking
Oh, we talk
Yes.
about this all the time.
that
yeah.
Steve Rogers is like,
Yes.
it's like it's like honey, what's wrong? Dear, what's the date? Oh, it's September 11th. Why? No reason.
No reason.
No reason.
Well, I think he technically was frozen through September 11th, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
but he'd know about it, and he'd be
But what if he
upset.
but what if he just kind of forgot because he wasn't there to experience
he's not
it?
the dude to forget.
But it's also one of those things where it's like he can't change the timeline and he knows that. Also, how are the timekeepers not?
See, oh fuck. Okay, I guess we're going into this
Right?
now.
Are we just gonna spoil Loki or what?
No. I mean,
Okay.
it's just. I mean, just in general, like
I think it's about time to talk about Loki because
yeah, it's been 2 or 3 weeks. Jesus
it's
Christ.
been over for a minute.
But yeah,
and there's
no, like-
only 6
but yeah,
episodes.
so I mean, like I didn't even think about that until right now. Like, how are the timekeepers okay with Captain America going back into time and living it?
So
Because it's probably because he's just like I can't mess with
I mean,
time.
not the timekeepers, but what? Sorry, go.
So, according to the leading theorists on Reddit,
Oh God.
Ooh, please do tell.
so the entire reason that the timekeepers let the Avengers go back in time was to give Loki the Tesseract to go branch off the timeline
makes
to
sense.
get the TVA to come there because the one who remains, what the fuck is his
yeah,
name?
he who remains.
Yeah,
King.
King the Conqueror, basically. needed them to be there to either take over for him.
So-
that was the whole reason he
Yeah,
allowed
that's
this
what-
to
that's-
happen.
So
Yeah.
my take on it is like, because the TVA, not the timekeepers, the TVA, what they represent in the meta narrative is like they are Disney. They are Kevin Feige.
We just lost all
Sitting-
of our viewers. We got so nerdy so quick.
They
It's brilliant.
they are Kevin Feige, just like looking. They carefully crafted all the movies. Those movies are the timeline.
Yeah, he remains as Kevin Feige kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And so they're just sitting there, like meticulously looking at.
Wait. Kevin Feige's black?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
And he's bonkers, and he just got stabbed in the gut. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
breaking news. It's okay.
He's just a variant. It's fine.
But like, so like, even though like the time sort of loops because of that thing, that was all planned, right? And then like, so like I don't know, but yeah, that's my take on it.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I guess whatever. But yeah, like going back to that whole Steve Rogers thing, you're just kind of like, yeah, dude, you saw like a lot of shit happen, and you're just like, I mean, I guess at the same time, it's just like, dude, I'm tired. Like, what's gonna happen has to happen.
But I don't
But like,
think so.
Yeah, he said that all the time. Like it's 9/11. You should go help.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But like, or a call, or just like he just has to sit there. A good person just be like, people are dying today.
I just don't get how he's still on the same timeline.
There's no confirmation that he is, or is it?
I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, whatever.
But I mean, dude, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's just sitting
Well,
there
what are-
distracted, slaying puss. I don't know.
Not anymore because Peggy's dead.
I mean, like,
Well,
I think up until the
yeah.
point they
Oh,
died,
also-
they were just like,
That's probably
constantly-
why Peggy died. You
Right.
can't just fuck a superhuman and be okay.
You think there's a Captain America kid out there?
But also, that brings up the whole Sharon Carter thing that I talked about.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this real quick.
So if Captain America went back in time, ended up marrying
Yeah.
Peggy Carter, then Sharon was his niece.
Yeah,
So he ended up making out with his niece.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and
That's fucking weird.
It is weird. Well, like,
But then how does Sharon not know of Steve Rogers in the other timeline?
that's what I'm saying. He's got to be from a different
Yeah.
timeline, right?
Maybe. I don't fucking know, man. Do I look like King Conqueror?
Yes.
Oh, hey, thanks. I
Fine.
think he's a handsome man.
Yeah, he's,
Not a compliment.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. And because there's also that theory that's like, oh, that's Captain America in the back, like holding the hearse or whatever, like
No,
old
that's-
Cap or whatever.
Yeah, it's just some random old guy.
Not the hearse. What is that? Fucking coffin.
Yeah. The hearse.
walking in with the entire hearse.
Yeah, it was one of the
just like-
pallbearers.
holding the hearse just
Yeah.
by himself. Just
Yeah.
stupid. I don't know. I mean, like, I love the MCU, but I feel like I'm gonna like kind of teeter off of it if these next movies are not good.
Well, Black Widow wasn't very good.
It was. I mean, it
It
was.
was entertaining.
It was 2016 good.
Yeah, it was definitely
Did you watch
2016.
it finally?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, because remember we talked because like
Oh, shit,
I
was
was
it
like,
Shag?
what
Let's
the
watch it.
fuck were those fireflies? And then you're like, it was a representation of her finally getting her family again. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. Like, so Black Widow, I wouldn't say is bad, but like my biggest problem,
It's too late.
my
Yeah.
my biggest problem with it actually is that like in the third act,
has a
they
limit.
had 3 possible ways to make it satisfying if they just dedicated one, and they tried to like do them all, and it didn't work. And then
Yeah.
my second problem, a little more nitpicky of a problem, was that like they totally should have just had a throwaway line to have her stand-in mother figure be like, oh yeah, I'm the one who designed the antidote to the mind control because I feel terrible for making mind control. And without that line, you just like, yeah, she helps Black Widow dismantle the Red Room, but she invented insane mind control and like didn't care. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this pig suffocate to death and I'm gonna let all the Red Room people do their thing. I don't fucking give a shit. Like,
So everything you just said and that emotion that came out.
Yeah.
That's what we feel about Iron Man 3.
but I don't know why.
So basically, the
I still
little
liked
kid,
Black Widow though.
the little kid was a suffocating pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shane Black just like, stop breathing.
Stop breathing.
Dude, for real, that was like, yeah, that was. I mean, if that movie came out in between like where it needed to be,
If
it
it
would have
came
been
out
great.
chronologically,
But like,
If I would have come out instead
Like
of
after
if
Civil
that would
War,
have came
I
out
think
instead of
that's
Captain Marvel, it would have been.
they
phenomenal.
should have like way leaned more
maybe.
into like like tons of the movie should have been like a mental contemplation of her falling to her death and then flashing back to these memories and her wondering about what the future holds. Like that's what this movie should have been about, and that's how you make it about 4. Instead, this movie looks like it should have been a sequel to Captain America: Civil War, and it wasn't.
Yep.
It was.
Well, I mean, but because I could watch it right. Like if I ever go back and watch everything again, I can watch it in the right order.
I started watching
Yeah.
it again. I'm on Captain Marvel actually. That's the second one.
Yeah.
I'm not excited about that one.
Are you watching chronologically?
Yeah.
Or timeline-y?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're about to learn why Nick Fury has an eye patch. I hate
That one was the worst,
That was-
dude.
Damn it.
that. Is that is my second most hated insert thing. Right behind Solo.
Right behind Ben Kingsley, fucking
Yeah.
not
Sir, what's your name?
Han.
Han. What's your last name? I'm by myself, so I guess I'm Solo. And it's just like.
It was fucking...
And we're in a world where there's a guy named Biz Fortuna. You can have dumb names. I don't need to. Han Solo, son of Bond Solo. That done. I don't.
Whatever,
Yeah.
dude. I don't give a fuck.
But no, he's just no. This is an origin story for my name.
That was so fucking stupid.
That movie could have been good. It
Yeah.
could have been really good. And then
There are
they
aspects
just
of that
forced-
movie. That I really like. I love the scene when he meets Chewie. I think him and Chewie really rock it. The actor does.
Dude, I watched that movie once, so
Yeah.
I vaguely remember this.
But my biggest problem, and this movie encapsulates one of my biggest problems with movies so much that it is my go-to example, and it's Punch the Hyperdrive. When they're being sucked into the black hole in the Kessel Run, they're like, "Oh, we're not gonna make it," and he goes, "Oh, yes, we are," and then goes ka-chunk, and then they go fast enough, and I'm like, that lever wasn't pushed all the way forward already. That's the
Yeah.
lever that make thing go fast.
Didn't they use the escape pod for that though?
No,
Yeah, I don't
they
remember.
made thing go fast because
Yeah.
they're not gonna let the Millennium Falcon fall into the fucking black hole.
Ugh. Ugh. Blah. Blah. So many bad movies. So
All right.
many bad movies.
Let's end on a good note, you guys.
Iron Man 3.
And thank you guys for listening.
ruins.
I hope you guys enjoying this. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, Eric, if you want to plug anything in, please, this is the time to do so. As long as it's not shitty Iron Man 3.
Yeah, so you can watch Iron Man 3 on Disney Plus. You can sorry. No, you can come see G and Mi's band and Shaughnessy's Stubby G's on the Sunday Breeze every Tuesday over at Bricks.
Brew and Tap.
Yeah, it's a really good time with really good beer. Yeah, the other thing I want to plug, I'm not ready yet to plug. And so...
Ooh, surprises.
It's his butt on his OnlyFans, ladies and gentlemen.
Surprises.
You finally see my butt.
The Eric Fischer Experience Project thing
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to let you finish
on
that.
OnlyFans. Thank you guys again for tuning in. We hope you guys enjoyed this DVD extra. Eric, thank you so much for coming in,
Thank
brother.
you for
We do
having me.
appreciate
I
it, brother.
had so
Thanks,
much
guys.
fun.
And as always, YouTube stuff.
Spotify stuff.
Off camera.
Stuff.
Watch Iron Man 3.
Fuck Iron Man 3. Bye, you guys.
It's okay. I watched it again. It was fine.
Yes! I'll take it.
I'm fucking done with this bitch.
And cut.